What if one company had shaped the entire internet? What if everything we do online today was controlled by just one name? There was a time when Yahoo looked unstoppable. It was one of the most visited websites in the world, helping people explore the early internet when everything felt new and confusing. At its peak in the early 2000s, Yahoo was worth around $128 billion. But how did such a giant fall so far? And what if one decision changed everything? Yahoo once had the chance to buy Google for about $1 million and said no. In this episode of Collapse Files, we explore its rise and fall. Act 1. The rise of Yahoo. The early internet was chaos. To understand Yahoo's success, we need to go back to the early 1990s. The internet was very different back then. There were no search engines like Google, no apps, and no social media. Finding websites was difficult, and there was no clear system to organize everything online. It felt like walking into a huge library with no catalog or guide. You could easily get lost trying to find what you needed. People needed a simple way to explore the internet, and that problem created the space where Yahoo first began to grow. Two students create a simple list. At Stanford University, two students named Jerry Yang and David Philo started something very simple. They made a personal list of websites they liked and organized them into categories. First, it was not meant to be a business. It was just a helpful guide so they could quickly find useful websites on the early internet. They called it Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web. They shared it with friends, and those friends shared it further. Slowly, it spread across the internet. Without planning it, they had created one of the first internet directories that people actually used. The traffic explosion in 1994, the web browser Netscape Navigator became very popular. It helped more people explore the internet easily, and it even linked to Jerry and David's website directory. That one link changed everything. Suddenly, millions of users started visiting their site. What was once a small hobby project quickly turned into a huge internet destination. But this also created a problem. Their simple setup could not handle so much traffic. They needed stronger servers, more storage, and more people to manage all the websites. So they had a choice: stop it or turn it into a real business. They chose to build a company. The name Yahoo is born. Now they needed a real company name. They looked through a dictionary and found the word Yahoo. It originally meant a rude or uncivilized person, but they liked how fun, loud, and memorable it sounded. So they chose it as their company name. Later, they jokingly made an acronym for it. Yet another hierarchical officious oracle. But the real story is simple. The name Yahoo was chosen first, and the acronym was created afterward just for fun. What started as a simple idea now had a name, and it was becoming something much bigger than a hobby project. Making money on the internet, Yahoo quickly became a main entry point to the internet. Millions of people visited every day. This huge traffic attracted advertisers. Companies paid Yahoo to show banner ads on its pages. This became Yahoo's first major way of making money and helped it grow into a real business. The big expansion idea, Yahoo noticed something important. People were not only using its directory, they were also spending time on chat rooms, news, shopping, games, and finance tools. So Yahoo made a big decision. Instead of just linking to other websites, they started building their own services. This choice changed the company's future. Yahoo becomes an internet empire. Yahoo started building and buying services in many areas. It added email, chat rooms, news, finance, sports, games, shopping, and file sharing. The company grew very fast and became a huge group of internet products. Each team worked like a small startup on its own. By the early 2000s, Yahoo had hundreds of services, over 400 in total. Users could do almost everything without leaving the site. Yahoo was no longer just a website. It felt like a complete internet on its own. The peak of power, by the year 2000, Yahoo reached its peak. It had massive traffic from around the world, strong advertising income, a well-known brand, and a market value of about $128 billion. It was one of the biggest internet companies globally. But behind this success, a problem was growing quietly. Yahoo was trying to do too many things at once and losing focus. The Google mistake. Around this time, two students approached Yahoo with a simple offer. They wanted to sell their small search engine company for about $1 million. Yahoo said no. That company was Google. At that moment, Yahoo didn't see Google as important. It was just another small startup among many others on the internet. But later, this decision became one of the most talked about missed opportunities in tech history, changing how people view Yahoo's legacy. Act 2. The fall of Yahoo. The dot-com crash. In the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst, and many internet company stocks fell sharply. A lot of companies lost money, and investors became more careful. Yahoo survived, but it was hit hard. At the same time, competition was growing fast, and one company was changing everything: Google. Why Google was better? Google introduced a better search system. Instead of Yahoo's directory style, it used a smart algorithm to quickly show accurate results. People liked how easy and fast it was. Slowly, users began going straight to Google. Yahoo started losing its main role, helping people find information on the internet. Yahoo tries to work with Google. At one point, Yahoo even used Google's search engine on its own website. This made things better for users, but it also helped Google grow. People started getting used to Google's results and began going directly to Google instead of Yahoo. In the end, Yahoo helped its biggest competitor without realizing it. The advertising problem. Google also introduced a strong advertising system. Ads were shown based on what people searched for, which made them more useful for users and more effective for advertisers. Yahoo mainly used banner ads, which were not as powerful. Because of this, advertisers slowly moved their money to Google. This created a strong cycle. More users brought more ad money, more money improved the product, and better products brought even more users. Google kept growing fast, while Yahoo started to fall behind. Failed attempts to buy Google later. After seeing Google's rise, Yahoo later tried to buy it, but the price had grown too high. Google no longer needed Yahoo. The chance was gone forever. Missing Facebook. In 2006, Yahoo also had a chance to buy Facebook. The offer was around $1 billion. Mark Zuckerberg was open to selling at first, but during final talks, Yahoo lowered its offer to about $850 million. That change caused the deal to fall apart. Facebook stayed independent and kept growing on its own. Today, Facebook is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. It became another big missed opportunity for Yahoo. Too many acquisitions, wrong direction. Yahoo bought many companies over time, including big deals like Broadcast.com for $5.7 billion, Flickr, and several smaller startups. But these purchases did not create a clear direction for the company. Instead of building a strong focus, Yahoo was collecting different companies without a clear identity or long-term plan. The internal chaos problem. Inside Yahoo, things were getting messy. A well-known internal memo said the company was spreading itself too thin. The message was simple: Yahoo was trying to do everything, but not doing any one thing really well. Employees even joked. Google _ search. Amazon _ shopping. eBay / auctions. Yahoo / confusion. In the end, no one inside the company could clearly explain what Yahoo really was anymore. The Microsoft offer. In 2008, Microsoft offered to buy Yahoo for about $44.6 billion. It was a huge opportunity for Yahoo, but Yahoo rejected the deal, believing they were worth more. After that, Yahoo's value dropped sharply. Within a short time, it became worth less than 1/3 of Microsoft's offer. This decision later became another major regret for Yahoo. Leadership problems. One of Yahoo's biggest problems was unstable leadership. In just a few years, the company had several CEOs, including Jerry Yang, Carol Bartz, Scott Thompson, and Marissa Mayer, along with others for short periods. Each leader changed the company's direction. This created confusion, weak planning, and no clear long-term vision. Yahoo kept shifting its goals again and again. Losing the mobile era, when smartphones became popular, companies had to adapt quickly. Google, Apple, and others moved fast. Yahoo struggled to keep up. Its mobile apps were weaker than competitors. Slowly, users stopped using Yahoo Mail, Yahoo Search, and other services as better options appeared. Internal competition culture. Yahoo also used employee rating systems where managers ranked workers. Even if a team did well, some employees were still labeled as underperforming. This created competition instead of teamwork. It reduced trust, hurt collaboration, and made the workplace more stressful. The real core problem. The biggest problem was not competition. It was identity. Yahoo no longer knew what it wanted to be. It began as a simple directory. Later, it became a mix of media, tech services, and many different products. But through all of this, it never kept a clear focus or strong direction. The final decline. Over time, stronger and more focused companies replaced Yahoo in different areas. Google became the leader in search, Gmail and email, Amazon in online shopping, WhatsApp in messaging, and Quora in Q&A. Each of them focused deeply on one thing and did it better. Yahoo tried to do everything, but could not lead in any single area anymore. Sale to Verizon. In 2017, Yahoo was sold to Verizon for about $4.48 billion. This was much lower than its peak value of $128 billion. It showed how much the company had declined over time. Final sale again. In 2021, Yahoo was sold again to Apollo Global Management for about $5 billion. The once powerful internet giant had become just a brand changing owners over time. Conclusion. So what can we really learn from Yahoo's story? Was it just bad luck? Or something deeper? Yahoo didn't fall because of one mistake. It slowly lost its direction. It tried to do too many things, lost focus, missed major tech changes, moved too slowly, and faced weak leadership decisions. At one point, Yahoo felt like it was the internet itself, but later it became unclear about its purpose. While Yahoo struggled, companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon stayed focused and kept improving. So what matters more in tech, being first or staying focused and adaptable? The truth is, you need both. Thanks for watching this episode of Collapse Files. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real tech stories.